guys, SILVERPLATED 22 here, bringing you the second episode of my new series, SILVERPLATED Hybrids. Now, today we're going to be using the 3-4-2-1 formation, and we're going to be using some players that you guys have suggested either privately or public on the last video. And yeah, we're going to make a team around it just to sort of catch you up with what happens. We try and fit in a little bit of everything. We try to fit in some expensive players, some cheaper players that you maybe haven't used, some mid-range players that are, you know, personal favourites of mine. And yeah, we just try and get on with it and make something really cool. I just wanted to really thank you guys though for the support on the first video and kind of just the support on the channel in general. We're over 850 subscribers now, which is ridiculous, really, considering my first video since I came back after 3 years of being away, you know, was uploaded, you know, what was it, just over 5 weeks ago now, and we've gained like 700 and something subscribers in that amount of time, which is awesome. Anyway, guys, getting into the video, in goal, we've got MARAFONA, who is a 6'3" goalkeeper. He's traditional. I just sort of picked him because he's a man of the match that I'd never tried. He's quite cheap. I actually only sold him on for 10k, so if you want to pick him up quickly, you can probably get a really decent deal on him. At centre-back, we've got Edgar I, who I think is pretty solid, to be honest. 81 pace on a centre-back is always going to be something that you're going to really enjoy. He's right-footed, low-high work rates, and I didn't notice him massively, but for 450 coins, solid, to be honest. NALDO, 6'2", sort of performs a little bit like his gold counterpart. He's not as tall, but he's just big, tough, strong, good at defending. A little bit expensive, to be honest, 1900 coins, but no complaints. SEMEDO is a team of the season I haven't tried out, or I hadn't tried out until this video. He was so solid. That physical, he can just barge anyone off the ball. Absolutely love this guy. Will definitely be using him again. Medium-high work rates, massively helps him out. Really good in the air as well. On the right midfield, we have HORTA, who is a player I have used a lot, but he's kind of used for chemistry purposes, but he's also kind of used because I actually think he's very underrated. 77 pace, 79 dribbling, and he actually feels a lot quicker than he does on his card stats. At centre mid, we got Rizio, who plays for Malaga. He's just sort of one of those players that's an all-round player. 65 pace, 63 shooting, 74 passing, 72 dribbling, 70 defending, and 68 physical. Really, really consistent stats there. A little bit expensive, but no complaints, to be honest. Gian Martins is a player I've used so much. He looks kind of awful, but he's got that 80 pace and 77 physical, and his defensive stats feel a lot better than that. He can sort of drive forward. He picks up the ball. He's quite strong, and he just runs through people. Now, to the creme de la creme. This was one of my favourite players that I've used in this episode, BRUNO CESAR. His free kicks are absolutely amazing. Now, I know people probably don't touch this card because he's a left mid, but I'm going to talk about him quite a lot in the video because he has some amazing stats. 81 shooting and 80 dribbling. Over to the right-hand side now, we've got Inaki Williams, who is obviously awesome. Everyone knows how good he is. He's a really good card in game. He obviously got an upgrade. 94 pace with 83 physical and 77 shooting. That is amazing. That's team of the season stats, that. Absolutely awesome. Out on the left-hand side, we got Kayo, who is a player I've used so much. Obviously not this version, but yeah, 76 pace, 75 dribbling, 77 shooting, and 75 passing. Just some really super well-rounded stats. That's a gold card there. That's a gold card. And then for striker, one of my favourite players that I've used this year, as I've mentioned in the review. If you haven't already checked that out, go and check it out. We've got Muniz de Boer, who I absolutely love. Now, I know Mr. Hypes didn't like him, but this guy is, for me, one of the most consistent, most well-rounded players that you can buy. As you can see from the player who had him before me, who got 7 goals in 2 games. Absolutely awesome. This is the team, guys. It's not no links wasted, but to be fair, it's not actually far off, even though I wasn't trying to be. But it's a team that you know, I'm excited to use. And let's go and have a look at the clips. Now, as you can see from these clips, this team is really good going forward. 3-4-2-1 is probably the most attacking formation, I think. And that really showed. Inaki Williams was so dangerous, it was unbelievable. Especially when he had the freedom out on the wing. Like, I sort of think when you've got 2 wingers in the team, like a right mid and a right forward, the right mid drags people out, and then the right forward has a little bit more space, and it's almost like 3 strikers, but with the right forward and the left forward just having a lot of free roam around the pitch. De Boer was absolutely awesome as always. The defence was, as you can probably tell from the fact that it was an attacking formation, the defence really struggled, but it's going to, and I maybe should have used slightly more defensive midfielders, but can't complain too much because it is a formation that really lacks defence. Now on to my favourite player in the team, BRUNO CESAR. You've just seen 2 free kicks. I'm not the best person in the world at free kicks, but this guy made it the easiest thing ever to score free kicks. Passing range, amazing. Getting forward, didn't feel as slow as his card stats suggested. Absolutely awesome. Really, really good. Probably, there wasn't really any really weak players. I would say that maybe NALDO felt slow, and I know he is slow, but he felt even slower than he possibly is, which was a little bit disappointing, but it's possibly just because you need faster defenders in a 3 at the back formation. I really cannot wait to start this series, start getting into the series when we move on to 4 and 5 at back formations, because 3 at back isn't where I personally like to play. But this team overall was absolutely awesome. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. I've tried to not make it too long because the last one was quite long, and I try to keep my videos quite short and sweet, and it's the sort of thing that I like to see on YouTube, like my reviews and stuff. I like to keep them, short but full of content, and that's what I'm trying to do with Silver-Plated Hybrids. I hope you agree. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Do you think there's anything you want me to change going forward in the series? And for in chat, which players should we work around for the next episode? Is there some, underrated players? Is there some cheap beasts, non-rare silvers, team of the seasons I haven't covered, man of the matches, heroes? Any player you want me to look at? If you get enough, if enough people say it, or you get enough likes on your comment, I'll put them in the team. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for all the support as always. Cheers, guys.